Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel here in Global Conquerors, our weekly podcast, Conquest. This is episode 35 with your two co-hosts, SMGFrenzy, joined with.
AssassinADC. What?
Usually keep talking.
What?
Yeah, it's the week of July 14th,
Uh,
2024. We've got some stuff to talk
34.
about, like, usual, with the esports and gaming category, and of course, our general news. And we've got it, I wouldn't say a lot, but we do have a decent amount of stuff to talk about this week. So.
Yeah, we do. Uh,
We will start off on the
I'm
esports
ready.
side with maybe one of the big topics that was a little bit unexpected this week, which was the National Olympic Committee announced at the Paris Olympic Games, before obviously the games haven't started yet, but they announced it in Paris, that the National Olympic Committee of Saudi Arabia will be hosting the inaugural Olympic esports games of 2025. I know we were talking before about like the Esports World Cup and how esports will be included in the current Olympic Games as a trial. We didn't expect them to announce a whole esports Olympic event so soon because the Olympics themselves haven't even started just yet. But I know we also talked about how the Olympic Committee was talking about including games that weren't violent, like FIFA, like Rocket League, like Madden, whatever. But it seems they have taken a 180 on their approach and will now be including games such as League of Legends, Street Fighter, and whatnot. So this is becoming more of what us gamers have hoped for, but I'm also not sure if
hmm
we actually need an event like this. Because since now we already have the Esports World Cup, and each esports game has their big finals event, how are they going to treat this Olympic esports event? Will this be an every 4 year thing like the Olympics? Will this be every year like how certain other, like Rocket League does their events twice a year? They have world champions a year. Like, what will happen with this esports Olympics?
I mean, if they're treating it like, I guess, the Olympics style, and the Olympics are every 4 years, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna, I mean, I would assume they'll do it every 4 years. Um, they'll probably, I mean, try to figure a way in between the leagues, um, I guess, scheduling
Mm-hmm.
when we get there or when we have more information. Um, so if it's based on how the Olympics are going to run their way, style of the system format, it would be every 4 years, and it would be during the summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on, right? It would usually depend on if it's in the summer or the winter, right?
I
Or no?
suppose, like, yeah, we don't know what time of year they would host it. If it's in Saudi, I mean, it's esports, so it wouldn't really actually matter. It could be during summer or winter.
I know, but like, oh, what would best for them? Probably
Um,
like
I would
the summer, no?
I would say probably the winter because most esports games are off during the last 2 months. There's only a select few that start during the last 2 months, like COD and yeah, I think it's actually just COD that starts during the
Well,
last few months of the year because most are ending around like August, September, October, at
well,
latest November.
the new card will be coming out. So would the new card be played at the World Cup
That
or
depends
at the
if they would have
Esports
shooters
Olympics?
though, because they didn't mention any shooters at all.
The Street Fighters getting a pass. I would assume
You would hope so.
they're sure now.
Because like Street Fighter is a sometimes could be a brutal game. So if Street Fighter's there, you should be able to expect your CODs, your Halos, your Counter Strikes. So, but also it would be
Yeah.
just the very first year of the Olympics games for esports, and like the real Olympics, they would add new sports every year, so you wouldn't have every title in the first year. Yeah, I mean it's cool they're
Okay.
announcing this. We'll also see just in a few weeks the first few esports games to be held at the Paris Olympics. I don't. They're calling it the Paris Olympic Esports Series, and yeah, I don't know what it'll have. I know that it had Street Fighter 6. I know that it had Motorsports, Gran Turismo. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. So we'll see, but it should be fun. We're in a esports winter seems to be coming to a close. Finally, we're back on the up and up with massive international events run by like well-renowned bodies. It is interesting. I think I will say that they're hosting it in Saudi Arabia for the first year, and I wonder if it's because Saudi's performance hosting the Esports World Cup, or also because Saudi Arabia, with their massive oil money, was able to bid and just outbid everybody else.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really because it could if you see it, it could go both ways technically. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I think the bidding for it makes more sense. Because it's as you say, it gives Saudi the I guess the recognition because it'll be the first one to host it,
Yep.
and it'll go down in history as Saudi hosted the first one, and if they hosted the first one, why can't we just host other tournaments there? So I guess they're trying to expand themselves a little more out with other stuff, especially with the Olympics. Wait, the Olympics,
Yeah.
the Esports Olympics, sorry,
Yep.
and then the World Cup. But I haven't heard anything bad about the World Cup, even though it's like a Fugazi Mickey Mouse tournament.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty good. No delays. No, they've been on time with everything. So yeah, um, maybe that's why, and maybe they bid for it, or they just got lucky and they saw that Saudi's doing pretty good with their esports World Cup. They're gonna just try with the Olympics. So not a bad, not a bad first place to start.
No, yeah, exactly. And fortunately, we
But
won't have to wait long to see the results because it will just be next year in 2025. So, in about a year's time or even sooner, we'll be able to give everybody watching our opinions and thoughts of how this first Olympic esports event will happen. Because if we make sure at least one of us will be watching that event. But next, Twitch had a massive breakthrough this weekend. Twitch streamer Ibai hosted my pronunciation might not be the greatest here, but La Velada del Año for boxing event in Spain. And it broke the record of Twitch's concurrent viewership, reaching over 6.6 million concurrent viewers. And he sold out the stadium that he was in. And he had what's his face? I'm trying to think. He had somebody famous perform.
I don't know.
I'm
I
blanking on
didn't
his
watch it.
name.
I heard about it, but
No,
I know about it because he
no,
hosted it
the dude
every other
who
year.
slapped the guy on stage during the Emmys or
Will
Oscars. Will
Smith.
Smith. He had Will Smith sing the song of Fresh Prince of Bel Air on stage in front of millions of people. It was a wild event. I know you're mad, but it's fine.
How did you not remember Will
I was
Smith?
blanking on his name for the longest, and I don't know why. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Jaden Smith. I was like, that's not right.
no, nowhere near. Um, yeah, he hosted. This is his fourth time hosting now.
Yep.
Because it's the fourth one.
Yep.
Unless it wait, is it?
It is
Wait,
the fourth
there's
one.
another. There might be. There's. I think
He's
my
done this
cousin.
year over year.
I think my cousin that from Mexico, the one that was here just recently.
Mm-hmm.
He watched this event last year,
Mm-hmm.
and he was gassing the hell out of it. He literally watched like the start of the stream where they went live 5 hours before the actual like fighting, and yeah, he said at the beginning it starts slow, and then after like maybe the third hour before they're about to get, it'll start getting to the millions.
Mm-hmm.
He said that it usually reaches a million plus. I can't really like give the average on it,
If I remember
but
last
usually
year, it
it'll hit a million
reached.
before the fight.
Yeah. Last year, I think it peaked at like 3.6 million. So he basically almost doubled his viewership, which is insane. And I think it brought us a big spotlight to a lot of North American streamers, showcasing how big some of the international streamers, such as in Spain and France and Portugal, really are, and how they're able to make sure that the community isn't just an online community, but will show up to freaking fill out a stadium every year and watch these massive events with actual celebrities. Like, you don't see any North American streamers doing something to that level. You have a few now that are getting to that level, like Kai Cenat, who's able to draw
NA.
a crowd, or like Speed, who's able to draw a crowd, but he's a YouTube streamer. But lots of NA Twitch streamers don't have that pull in real life.
Not fair.
Like Tim the Tatman had a stadium in
Logan
Texas
Paul?
by
No.
himself, but that was just by himself.
I don't think anyone's there yet.
Yeah.
The only YouTuber that I know, but I know he's not American, is KSI. He hosts a Misfits boxing stuff with a bunch of like other YouTubers and TikTok celebrities.
Yep.
There's Logan, the Jake Paul, where he fights a bunch of old geezers.
Yeah.
Um, didn't fight Mike Tyson. He hasn't fought Mike Tyson yet. He'll fight him next month
Mm-hmm.
due to Mike Tyson injury. But
No, I was looking at the game. It's happened on my screen behind me.
yeah, I realized that. But you went. You went. Anyways, yeah, yeah. No, uh, I'm surprised that the box. I guess the boxing community. Remember how big it got when Logan Paul and KSI fought.
Mm-hmm.
How big that became, and then I guess he never. I guess he never stopped, and he kept doing it,
Yeah.
and it has gotten more views every year. Maybe the YouTube. Like I mean, I'm guessing the cards are get better and better every year. Bigger celebrities and YouTubers. Um, I guess South America region, I guess you would say,
Mm-hmm.
or the Spanish speaking community. Usually gets a bunch of like big celebrity stars, YouTubers,
Yeah.
to fight. So yeah, good for him, man. I mean, it's a pretty crazy thing to do, especially as a YouTuber slash streamer.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see this type of stuff out of these type of people. I mean, these people that aren't big promoters of that fighting aspect, I guess, or the boxing world or the MMA stuff. Um, so it's a big congrats to that dude because he's delivered every year and he's doubled his viewership every year. So
Mm-hmm.
don't be surprised if he doubles it again or triples it. And I mean, he had Will Smith,
Yeah.
so
No, yeah.
who knows who we'll have next year. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, Ibai is one of the faces of the Twitch platform that a lot of people in the West don't really recognize as much. And even like when he co-streams League of Legends, he will have just as many viewers as like maybe the English stream for like the Spanish broadcast, and it's absolutely insane. So it's cool to see these international streamers that maybe don't get talked about as much here in North America still able to succeed in their communities, like you said, pretty much unifying the Spanish world around a big streamer who's able to cater to them and bring them these really cool events that we just don't see anywhere else. But with that, that's really it for our esports and gaming category. On to general news. For those who are around our age or older, you might be familiar with Redbox. They're very well known for renting out DVDs and sometimes games for like your Xbox 360, your Wii, your Nintendo, your PlayStation 3. Well, unfortunately, we're in the era of everything is digital, and as a result, Redbox is
Netflix.
shutting down. People who, if you were familiar around 2008, Netflix also had a similar system to Redbox, but they went digital, and that shut down places like Blockbuster and now Redbox. So it's another part of our past, of our childhood, that will be now forever lost to the whims of time.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, I done it. I'm back in the day. Blockbuster. That's what you said it was called, right? Blockbuster.
Well, you had
I
Blockbuster, which
remember,
closed in 2009.
which I do remember the last time I went to it. I remember I was able to pick one movie. I think it was like one movie
Hmm.
from it, and I think I got the Simpsons movie. I was a little kid, so got the Simpsons movie, and that was the last movie I ever got. And it closed, I think, the following year.
Mm.
So yeah, it was there was one by my house, by the Kroger by my house on. I don't know. I don't want to leak address. Never mind. It was in front of it was in front of a Kroger where I go by. It's like 10 minutes from where I live.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is it the Kroger near
it was
me
sad when it
that has
shut
the red
down.
box in front of it?
The red box is in like near the. It's on the when you go into the Kroger,
Yeah.
it's on the left.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Is it?
Yeah. Unless all the Krogers are shaped like that, because I know the one near me has the
And, I
same thing.
mean, and there's a QT in front of it, like a quick trip.
No, the Kroger in
Like
front of me has a Kroger gas station.
yeah, there's a Kroger gas station, and then on the other side there's a quick trip on the other side of the road.
No, on the other side of the road, ours is like fast food stuff.
Anyways,
Well, I guess Kroger's just in
so
general
anyways,
have red boxes in them.
yeah. I've seen a lot of good, like a lot of good amount of people on at the red box machine.
Hmm.
Maybe like 2 3 months ago, people were still doing that. I always had the fear of forgetting to return them or losing it,
Yeah.
and thinking they would come out and arrest me. Uh, yeah, it's pretty sad. I guess another childhood thing getting taken over by digital plus technology. That's the way we're moving now.
Yeah.
Um, probably will never see anything like that ever again.
No.
Due to Netflix. I mean, just uh, streaming platforms in general. Just pretty much making it easier for everybody,
Hmm.
making you not be able to leave your comfort of your home now. But it wasn't the comfort of just leaving your house. It was just the experience to just go, look at all the different types of movies they got,
Hmm.
and then picking it out, watching it with your family, then coming back, trading it in, get a new one.
It's not even just
So,
that though, because I know at least for a lot of young gamers, it was a very good experience to like if you weren't sure you want to buy a game, you could go to Redbox, get yourself a copy of like COD Modern Warfare 4 or like Halo 3 and like actually I like this game and then you return the disc and then you go to GameStop and then actually buy the game. So it was a good way to either like, trial games or a good way to like if it's a story game that you could finish like in 2 days, you could do that as well without paying for the game. So it was really good in between for gamers in like an economic and cheap aspect and a good way to try things that we just don't have anymore. Even most games these days, especially on consoles, don't come with trials anymore. So it's a very different landscape. Like COD even used to have trials for games. You don't see that anymore.
oh no, it's a different era. It's a business aspect now, so everything any way they can to make money, they'll do so. Yeah, no more trial runs. No, but on the serious note, Jesus, it is pretty sad to see another thing like that just go.
Hmm.
Um, you know, um, I mean, I'm surprised it lasted this long.
Yeah.
I thought it would have gone away with the same movie. So,
If you can't tell, we're watching the Copa America match,
uh,
both of us. So it's just
no, you didn't score, but
yeah.
yes, sorry. We were trying to watch the podcast. We were trying to. I was gonna try to like
The game
be
should
able
have
to like
finished by the time we started
while we
recording
started
this.
recording. That's what I meant. I
But
couldn't get it out.
actually, we will talk about why the game was delayed towards the end.
Oh,
But yeah,
but yeah, it's just sad, and another childhood thing gone. Surprised it lasted longer than it should have, but
mhm.
it was still cool to see. It's cool to see now. Um, so
No, yeah, absolutely.
sad, but it was gonna happen eventually. So
Yep. That is, like you said, it is surprising that Redbox did last this long, but I guess it was time coming, especially with disc in general just not being a popular commodity these days. Everybody's going digital. But next on,
yeah,
we have the the trailer for Captain America Brave New World released a few days ago, and Marvel fans are excited because the trailer looks promising. It features Harrison Ford replacing the late actor who played his role and is now president in this world. It features the new Captain America, who is now trying to basically fill into his role for real as Cap. It features Red Hulk, which will be fun for Marvel fans. It features a very interesting villain that is very Winter Soldier esque, which being played by the amazing actor Giancarlo Esposito. So this is Marvel's first big film, basically in a year, because they only have Deadpool this year.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. Which comes out maybe in 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks. It's bad. We won't be. I won't be able to watch it because I'm gonna be at. Wait, does it? Wait, when does that come out exactly?
Let me check actually. Deadpool 3 releases in July 26th, which is
2 weeks, which is
yeah,
next Friday.
next Friday.
Which,
Yeah.
well, I could go. I don't know. No, I can't because I go pick up somebody from Athens.
Oh yeah, because we have we're if you guys don't know, we'll be at a Halo event. So if you want to say hi, be sure to say hi. But yeah, Deadpool 3 comes out in 2 weeks, and besides after that, Marvel won't have really any films this year, at least under even Deadpool technically isn't under the well, it is now because of Fox, but it's still not like the main MCU. So there hasn't been any main MCU movies at all this year. You've had one series that was in January. Then you're gonna have another series, Agatha All Along, that comes out later this year, and then you'll have yeah, that's about it.
But
Marvel's had a really light year.
I think they're setting up for the Avengers, the new age. What was it called? Have they announced the name for it? No, no, right?
There was one that was supposed to be called the Kang Dynasty, but I'm pretty sure they're renaming that now.
Secret Wars. Secret Wars is the one after the King Dynasty. So, uh,
No, yeah. So the first one is supposed to be the Kang Dynasty, and I don't know how they're gonna do that now, considering that the actor for Kang is not here anymore. And they all funny that you mentioned that. The director for the Kang Dynasty is rumored to have left as of today. So
the what?
the director for the Kang Dynasty is rumored to have left. So he's no longer the director.
Destin Daniel Sarton or whatever his name is.
Yeah. So things are not looking too great for that at the moment, but that's 2 years away. It's whatever.
Would this be called Doctor Do?
If they go that route, unless they decide to they might do the thing where they just get a different actor to play Kang, like the same way they had a different actor to play Rhodey, how he was a different actor in Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, and they just don't address it.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize there were two different people until I realized. Like, wait, I gone back and watched it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, honestly. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We had our first big Marvel trailer.
We'll have some news about it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Jesus, I wouldn't be surprised. Wait. I wouldn't be surprised if we get any some type of leak or a teaser in next year's Captain America movie. Because it would
lead directly into it.
It would lead technically into it, depending on how it goes. Because of there wouldn't be any Marvel movies besides that one coming out next year.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So
don't quote us on that, but I think but I don't think there's a big MCU.
I mean, unless it does something, but I don't think. I mean, they usually have a whole phase. Oh my god. Sorry, they would have usually a whole phase of when movies will come out, but they didn't have anything like that recently. And
oh no, we do have. Okay, so we have the Thunderbolts, which will be releasing next year as well. We have Fantastic Four, which is coming out next year. And we have Blade, which is coming out next year. So you have 4 movies. And
so yeah, these 4 movies will lead up to the Avengers. So we'll get something. If we'll probably get a Spider-Man teaser 2 in one of those movies next year too.
Yeah.
I would assume because Spider-Man will be like the main leader of the Avengers.
Yeah.
The way that they portray it and how we're heading. So don't be on the lookout for that. I mean, we're still. I said we're a long way out, but we're already a little halfway over the year now. So
Yep.
pretty crazy.
It's fun stuff though.
But yeah, I'm excited. But can't wait to see how that movie's gonna turn out.
Yep.
It's gonna be the first movie that has some type of like I guess meaning
Mm-hmm.
compared to like the ones that came out recently. So
Well, yeah,
um,
recent MCU films have been almost like standalone films that haven't had too much occurrence that's reappeared in other films, unfortunately. But this one, like you said, should actually have big impact on the Marvel timeline and lead into the next two Avengers films, which will be fun. But
yeah.
next we have two massive companies, AT&T and Disney, both got hacked over the weekend. The AT&T hack is the worst one because every single AT&T customer got their information stolen. So be sure to be careful, change your passwords and everything if it's a shame with your AT&T stuff. You might be getting more spam calls now if you have an AT&T number. It just kind of sucks. And on Disney's end, Disney had less of a significant hack. They had a hack that stole about 1.1 terabytes, which is my Xbox has a terabyte. My PC has a terabyte. Your PC has like 3 terabytes. Like that's
So on
it's not a
that's
lot.
maybe 10 games on Xbox. We're close to 10, 15.
Yeah.
So not. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but like
Yeah.
it's just like you got. It probably just like you could say one person got hacked out of like the millions of people that have a Disney account.
Yeah. But I guess it depends because they were targeting, apparently hackers were targeting a folder that had Disney's documents, projects, login credentials, and concept art. So there is a chance that some big things that Disney has not released to the public might get trickled out over the next few days or weeks. But it's not going to be a substantial amount of information because, again, a terabyte is almost nothing to these corporations. It's still a decent amount of stuff, but it's not like a lot. So, but it's the
Wait, you
AT&T
said
hack
read?
that's,
What the hell?
huh?
What did you say? They can release documents such as what?
So apparently the file they attacked Disney's Slack platform. Slack is like a lot of corporations use it to like share information and stuff. So and
Yeah.
Slack also compresses things. So instead of something being like 500 gigabytes, it might shrink down to like a couple of millibytes. So there's a chance that there could be a decent amount of info in here. And they said like login credentials, concept art, unreleased projects, and just other personal information. So there's a chance that maybe some Disney employees get their login info leaked, or like some unreleased concepts or ideas or projects that have not been announced yet might get leaked in the next few days or weeks. But it wouldn't be a lot of stuff, it just might be some stuff. But we'll see.
Wait, do you see it? Were you excited about it or like
Not
not at
really,
all?
because I don't like getting spoiled on stuff. But one of the big rumors is that one of the things leaked was Disney's plans for their Fortnite game.
Oh,
So we'll see. That's
trying
all
to
I
watch
can
the game
really
behind
say.
you. Sorry.
Huh?
And I was trying to see what's going on in the background of
Oh,
the
it's just
screen.
yeah, it's
No,
just
I know it's a game, but I was just like seeing what if something had happened.
no, not yet. But
Um,
yeah, that's really about it. Just two big companies got hacked this week. But speaking of the game, that is kind of our last topic. We'll start off with the European side.
yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. On
We'll
the
do that.
Euros, we had Spain versus England, the match of the
English or
century.
Spanish?
English, yeah, English versus Spanish, the Catholics versus the
No, English or
Protestants.
Spanish?
English,
English or Spanish?
Spanish.
El primero que se mueve es gay. Stupid inside joke.
For those listening, don't ignore that part. But
It was a meme. It was a meme. If no one has seen it, but that's a meme.
yeah,
It was funny though. It was a good ass game though.
that was
I'll
a
tell
good
you
game.
that.
England should have lost the game beginning already at the start. I was surprised that they held it as long as they did. The game was spoilers. Spain won the game 2-1. They had the first goal. England tied it up right before the half, if I recall.
Yeah.
And then Spain scored a second goal on around the
85th.
85th minute mark. There we go. And overtime was about 5 minutes. England wasn't able to score another goal. Spain is the winner of the Euros. They are the only country to win the Euros 4 times. So congrats, and obviously congrats to their 16-year-old superstar who just...
Guess where he plays though?
Oh my god, yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona going to be a powerhouse in the next year. It is... I mean, I'm not even mad. Spain deserved to win it this year. They've had a rock
Did you
star.
see the teams they beat?
Yeah, Spain was...
The teams they beat are the teams who were favored to win everything.
Yep.
Germany, France. There's another team they played. Who'd they play? There was another team.
Let me...
There was another team that was like favored to win too.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember. Scroll.
I'll look.
Yeah, they beat Germany 2-1. They beat France 2-1. They beat England 2-1. What else? Where are their other matches?
There was another team they beat early. Italy, there we go. They beat Italy. I mean, they barely beat Italy, but Italy were like one. I mean, Italy's good too. I mean, I don't think they were favorites, but they were a good team to make it far. So the teams they beat at one point were like the best. If I kind of knew whoever won between France and or between Germany and Spain was gonna win, and then the winner of France versus France versus Spain. I mean,
was gonna win it, yeah.
And it was just the age. What was it? The age range on Spain is goddamn insane. I think youngest being 16. I think obviously there's older players, but like if you don't count them, they were talking about 23, 24-year-olds.
Yeah.
25 being the oldest. That isn't one it's, and then their U17 won, and then their U21 the Euros. So it looks like Spain football is back. And,
the Spaniards have their...
My GOAT, the 60-year-old prodigy.
No, absolutely, and he's going to be watched on for the next 20 or so years, because like we said, he's only 16. His career is just starting. So don't be surprised if later down the road you'll see massive offers to Barca to move him over to other teams at some point, if he ever does, which I don't know.
I don't think they will, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that they're gonna treat him like Messi, but obviously Messi's last. I mean, that year with Barca was kind of bad because of financial troubles.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that Messi left, and the only reason But yeah, it looks like they're restabilizing, and that would be a player to keep as long as they can, because he is a beast, and for a guy who started playing almost like professionally at like 14 for Barcelona. Yeah, that player shouldn't be. If you have him on your team, they can't get rid of him. They gotta give him anything he wants. Spotify Premium for life, whatever it has to be, bro. That dude is a beast. And for a guy who's 16, he's out there winning Euros. Wow, I was over here trick shotting on Call of Duty.
Hey man, we're all going into our field, and he's just got his career building up right ahead of him, so who knows what he'll do in the next 5, 10, 20 years. But it's looking upward for the Spanish football. They're going to be one of the favorites going into the World Cup in 2026, as long as they keep this level of excellence, you know?
And stay healthy.
Exactly. So the Euros has been fun. Hopping over to across the pond.
Wait,
to
the
did
US. Did you watch the Canada versus Uruguay game?
We'll talk about that first. The Canada versus Uruguay game, Copa America, the third place match, because we do third place matches for some reason. Canada.
Canada had the game and they choked it.
I was rooting for Canada pretty hard.
I was too. I mean, I should have rooted for Uruguay, but I was rooting for Canada.
Yeah,
They were like the last CONCACAF team to like get that far.
yeah,
So I was rooting for them, and they had a chance. They were about to win it. Luis Suarez decides to score a banger
yep.
and send it to pens, and
As a penalties, man. If we were like the Euros and had extra time, maybe it might be a little different. But we go straight to pens for some forsaken reason.
well, they should have got to pens. Jeez, bro, sorry.
You were good.
They should have gone to pens. They Canada had that game won and they gave it away. So, and Alonzo Davis, what's his name? Alfonso Davis or
Alfonso, yeah.
you know, yeah. He choked his goal. Even though I mean, even if he made it, doesn't mean he would have scored. But he tried to chip it
He would have
and it
kept them
hit
alive
crossbar.
though, at least. But he went too high, hit the. It looked like it was gonna go and hit the crossbar, bounces out, and everybody's heart was just gone.
Yeah,
Versus
but I
the
mean,
other penalty that was missed because it was kicked at such a low speed. Like that one was just a bad penalty in every way it could be bad. The
I
goalie
don't
didn't even
know.
have to try to block it.
Anyways, I kind of felt bad for them. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That sucks. I was rooting for them, but
I mean,
sucks.
at
They look
least
good though.
yeah, top four out. They went further than any Concacaf team in one of the hardest regions to play in. So props to Canada, but they could have been top three. But hey, at least they know what they need to work on. They've got 2 years to fix it before the World Cup, so they might be one of the stronger teams coming out of Concacaf in 2026, depending on if US gets a good coach or not, which is still up in the air.
Oh yeah, which is here we talk about. Oh my goodness, something we have to talk about. But yeah, USA decided to move on from the coach, and we've been talking about that. We talked about the last podcast, and I was like, they have to move on, and
Yeah.
yeah, I like how USA just said, "F it, we're gonna go and try to get the Liverpool's ex former coach."
And he said
And
no.
no,
He's like, I would
but
not coach in
but
a region like. Well, they. Oh, not just that. We tried to get Canada's head coach, and that man was like, I would never coach in a place like that because the federation is just not a good place to be.
anyway, yeah, um, he didn't want to coach because he wanted to take a break from football.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him, but still, um, USA's kind of left it out. But I like how they went for him. I mean, he didn't really say no. I mean, he did say no, but he was just because he doesn't want to coach right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would have liked them to have a coach as a coach. So
Yep.
up in the air, probably a bunch of I don't know who we're gonna get. I don't know what candidates we're gonna. So it's up in the air. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. We'll see.
But I feel like we're in a better direction now since we're not stuck with that.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah. We will see what the time will tell. But on to our final story. Copa America. Like we should have been talking about the results right now because it is 10:13 Eastern time. So the game actually should have been over even if it went to penalties at this moment because it was supposed to start at 8. The game started basically at 9 because there was thousands of fans who did not have tickets who came to the gates, stormed the gates, tried to get in the stadium, caused fights with ticket holders and staff, and it was chaos. It was pure chaos. People are already talking about how the World Cup in the US is going to be an absolute nightmare. This is what's happening just for the Copa America. Also, the fact that the cheapest tickets for this game were no less
2000.
than $1,400 for the
Oh,
lowest seats and upwards of $10,000 to be up there. And that's not even for like those VIP booths. That's just still for a normal seat on the ground. What are World Cup tickets gonna look like? Because that's no one's gonna go if that's the case.
I'm not gonna go. I want to go, but the way that just sounds like it sounds yeah, dude, it sounds abysmal.
They're wondering why most of the stadiums during Copa America have been like empty, and it's because ticket prices have been ridiculous. You had the Argentina game in Atlanta with cheapest tickets at 400. You had the U.S. men's game with tickets at 90, which is more reasonable, but still insane. Like, they are overcharging. Euros, some of the cheapest tickets went down to 25. Some of the most expensive for the finals were 125. And that's better competition that you're watching for a cheaper price. It's ridiculous.
It's the Messi effect.
But would you rather watch Argentina right now play, or would you rather watch the Spanish English game?
I'd rather watch them play in general. I don't care who they play. I can't wait to watch whoever wins this game. Good luck trying to play Spain next year because you're not gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. So most of y'all don't know. They usually the winner of the Copa America and the Euros they'll play each other
Yeah.
in a final tournament. I guess right.
Yeah.
There's a trophy on the line, right?
They have a trophy, yeah.
Usually just determine who wins the outcome of the final. Obviously Spain will be there, and whoever they play, I just think they're gonna smoke them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Argentina is better than Spain right now.
No.
And I don't, that's not even supposedly this is Di Maria's last game with Argentina. That's what it's rumored to be. I don't know if Messi is gonna play next year.
Yeah.
Who knows if he's gonna play in the World Cup? I think he's going to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he will. I don't know why.
He's gonna be like Deft in League. This is the last dance. How many times can we do a last dance?
Anyway, um, yeah, yeah. People are kind of ridiculous. The game got delayed almost an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still going on, and we don't know
Yeah.
who the winner is and what it looks like, or what was the score? 0-0, right?
Still
0-0.
0-0, yeah.
Half or almost at the
Yeah,
half.
they're gonna be at the half, I think, and then Shakira's performing in halftime.
I gotta watch. I gotta watch. I gotta watch. I gotta watch.
Should be a fun halftime at least. But yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see who wins. I have Argentina winning, but
Yeah.
I don't. I will never underestimate Colombia, especially on their their win streak.
Yeah.
And they've been playing really good. So I don't underestimate them. And it don't matter whoever wins this, they're gonna get smoked by Spain. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So
It's
and
the
if
harsh
Messi's not
truth.
playing against if Messi doesn't play in that, they're getting smoked.
Yeah.
So
It is the harsh truth. But I think with that is it for our podcast this week. If you want to close us out.
I'm halfway dead, Joe. I'm on no sleep. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the least energetic version of me today. A little bit tired. Didn't get that much sleep. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. This your daily dose or your weekly dose, holy fuck, of the podcast.
Yep.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when we upload. Follow our YouTube's, his and mine's. Follow our socials too. Make sure to go watch his montage on his channel. Go show some love over there. And yeah, we will see you guys. I don't think we're gonna have a video out for Tuesday, dude.
No. That's fine. We won't have a video out on Tuesday.
But make sure you go watch that Minecraft video. The return of Minecraft. We got absolutely cooked, but if you haven't watched it, go see how we get smoked.
No, we'll have a video out on Tuesday. I'll cook up something for you guys. Don't worry.
You're gonna cook,
I'll make something.
and then make sure to watch out for. Make sure to watch out for special videos coming out soon.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.